Hello and welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. I hope you're chilling. We're about to get it popping. Alrighty then, fantastic. All right, so let's get it popping. Oh, wait, solar eclipse. Let me get my notes out, okay? Can you stand to just look at the table? All right, look around the room if that's too boring, okay? Fantastic. Listen, let me get my research out here. Okay, so here's the deal. Remember, we're doing the mass red pilling. Here's the deal with this thing. Solar eclipse. Are you familiar with CERN, everybody? Is everybody familiar with CERN here? Okay, so with CERN, they're about to run the collider on April the 8th, which is the solar eclipse, right? And are we familiar with the rumors and the demonic rituals that they were doing over there, right? Are we familiar? Okay. And that they're trying to open up a portal, quite in English, quite out loud and publicly, right? Okay. So on April the 8th, right? So they're doing their rituals, right? Okay, cool. So not to mention, really, motherfucker? Okay, sorry. Okay, so, okay, so here's what I was finding out about the solar eclipse. It's a total solar eclipse. It's a part of something called a tetrad. Which is 4 total solar eclipses in a row. Okay? That's my understanding so far. I don't understand exactly how it's supposed to work. But they said that they did the research of, like, the last time there was a tetrad, there was this war in Jerusalem, when the tetrad, however many hundreds of years earlier, there was this war over here, like that. It's like all numerical, and each time there's a tetrad, it usually, apparently, allegedly, means war. Okay, number 1. Number 2, solar eclipse in Aries. Ladies and gentlemen. Right. Okay, so Aries war tetrad. All right, so of course Aries is across the hall from Libra. Libra, love, Aries, war. Okay, are you okay? Aries, emperor, Libra, empress. Okay, that's the alignment we're dealing with here. Okay, because Libra, full moon eclipse, Aries solar eclipse. So are we getting the masculine, feminine, emperor, empress? Are we picking up love, war? Are we picking up all of that? Okay, that was coming out in the lovers reading last week. Okay, another thing I didn't get to mention to you. Black Jesus. Right. Okay, so all right, I didn't hear any receipts on he said Jesus was black, right? Okay, this is above and beyond our theories, y'all. Okay, I'm talking about the implication is really all we've seen. Okay, it was implied that Jesus is black by this revelation from Russia. However, they did not say that, as so far as I understand it. They did not actually say that, or maybe they did. I don't know. I don't speak Russian, so we have to trust the translator, don't we? So I don't know, but I know it implies that we didn't understand everything there was to understand. And it implies that there might have been a larger reason why black people had to go through the trouble they've had to go through all this time. You dig what I'm saying? These are just implications, right? So, because if they're not 2,000-year-old paintings, then, these are not photographs, they're paintings. You dig what I'm saying? But it does indicate that there was a lively African influence. Do you feel okay? Hello. All right. So, and what are they doing in Russia? How did Russia get a hold of this? You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. but it already is enough to rock the foundation of most people's reality. I think that's the bottom line, you know? So that's another thing that's happening during this time, right? Just happened. As a matter of fact, the reading that I did the reading where I said there was going to be mass red pilling everybody. I forget what reading that was. It's like 2 or 3 readings ago, right? Because he just announced the whole Black Jesus thing. The next day, he announced the Black Jesus thing after I said the whole mass red pilling. Okay, so, all right, I forgot to mention that last week. Okay, so now, the solar eclipse, I'm sorry, I hope y'all are still giving a fuck, right? Okay, so, the last time... I'm sorry, the solar eclipse is occurring in cities with biblical names, some of these cities, biblical names associated with Bible prophecy. I think that is remarkable, okay? We've been seeing Nineveh. Have we been seeing this? Okay, so I heard it's passing through 2 to 7 cities named Nineveh. There's cities named Nineveh, or whatever towns named Nineveh in several different United States, right? So I find that to be weird, right? Okay, so also the path of the solar eclipse is coming from the southwest to the northeast like the migrants. Don't you think that's deep, right? And it's kind of like a return of the cycle, because this is their land, right? And then the whole shit is started from when they started the whole America, right? The shit with the Native Americans and America, right? They go back to the beginning of the shit. And so now it's coming back full circle, meaningful. Then the same thing with the black people, with the Christianity, and that's our shit. That's where we lived. You talking about stories of our ancestors when you read in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So that's coming back. You dig what I'm saying? So, okay. So also, 7 years prior to this solar eclipse was the other solar eclipse in 2017, which went through up to 7 cities named Salem. Right. Okay. So Salem was 2017, and it was like Salem, right? Okay, cool. And then I'm living now 2024 in Massachusetts. I'm not in Salem, but I'm close by. Very deep, right? And then we're all supernatural, and this was like a major thing where the witches and... Okay, so I'm just saying. And it's creating a crisscross, right? The path of totality is creating a crisscross in the middle with the 2017 eclipse and the 2024 eclipse. Okay, so that's fucking deep. Okay, makes an X on the surface of the continent. Also, those eclipses are 7 years apart, and there's this 7 city connection thing. 7 cities of Nineveh, this, eclipse, 7 cities of Salem for the last eclipse, if in fact it's 7 cities. Some people say it's 2 cities. Some people say 9. Okay, so anyhow, so people are saying that it marks the beginning of the Great Tribulation of God. Largest solar eclipse in history, meaning it lasts the longest. 4 minutes and some change, that's meaningful too. 4. We just built the 4 pillars, for those of you who are my hard rocks, to establish a place for the children of God, right? Boom, 4 minutes. Then, of course, that's the 4 wands card that is giving me on that one. Stability, right? Just like the pillars. Okay, good. Okay, so did that, and hold on. Okay. There's a nexus point. So the crisscross that it makes, right? The last 2017 total solar eclipse and this one is making a crisscross. It's a nexus point, a crossroads. And that's the portal energy, the gate, Legba. It's opening a gate. It's a gate. Okay? And even I think CERN is referring to it that way, as a gate. Okay. It's passing through Jonah, Texas. Once it gets started here in the United States, when it enters the United States, they said it's entering Jonah, Texas. Now, funny enough, not only was Jonah one of the, children of God, but also he was Old Testament, which is also these biblical cities is passing through, Old Testament cities. So this Nineveh thing is an Old Testament thing. And they said that Nineveh was known as a place of sin and depravity. That's why God was sending Jonah over there. Right. That was the place he didn't want to go. Right? Okay. So, boom, there was like Nineveh and some other city. Somebody, he was like, listen, you should repent because God said he's going to destroy you motherfuckers if you don't get your shit together pretty soon. And you got about 12 hours. You know what I'm saying? So one of the places he went, they actually did repent. And then they said that they were spared. And then there was another place, I don't know if it was Nineveh. I don't know enough to know which of those places actually got saved and which was retribution. But that's what they said the Nineveh story was about, God's retribution and forgiveness. Those two sides of the karmic pillar, the bitter and the sweet of karma, right? Okay, cool. So all of that is Old Testament. And remember I said hard rocks, the real God is the Old Testament God. Right. The one who kicks people's asses for doing shit wrong. Right. Okay, so just saying. It's a story of repentance, people say. The Nineveh story is a story of repentance and God's forgiveness. Okay, 4 planets are aligned days before the eclipse. I don't know which ones. But 4. You checking that 4 on there? Okay. Also, what comes into sight, wouldn't you know it, is something, a celestial body. They describe it as a celestial body that appears horned, nicknamed the Devil's Comet, becomes visible on April 8th. This is what I found. Also, earthquake in New York City, 4.8. Derivatives of 4. So, all right. So let's get to the international global news, shall we? Ancestors, thank you for being here. Creator, thank you for being here. Bless the universe. All right, ancestors, let's talk about the solar eclipse, baby. Let's get the point of view from space, shall we? Okay, because, it's subjective and relative. What is an eclipse when we are on the surface of the earth? But out by the space station, it might look a little different or feel a little different. Ancestors, what do you see, Creator, out there in the universe when you're looking at Earth that you don't like, that this solar eclipse is coming into eclipse right out of the scenario? Okay? Well, here's what you can see going after the solar eclipse. This is what's going to be going away. Right here. This is what's going to be going away. Duality. The frequency of duality supports our ability to gracefully flow with the everlasting movement of all opposites. Alrighty then. So, duality. Among all opposites. Sorry, I had to step away briefly. That's what's phasing out. So what's being brought in or forward by this solar eclipse here, where it's relevant to the people of Earth and the children of God. Here's what we're bringing forth. Joy. Come on. Joy to be near you. All right, fantastic. What? Bring the joy. Anybody? Okay, so you know what I get out of the duality? I get that, like some good times and bad times, ups and downs, that sort of thing. Like a fly in your soup scenario. You know what I mean? Where now it's clean soup. Here, the energy of joy activates our feelings of happiness and well-being and supports a high vibrational frequency in our being. Aha. That's meaningful. Okay, in terms of the high vibrational frequency in our being, because what that means is the people with the high vibe are the ones that I was describing in the priesthood video. If you haven't seen that, check it out, for this week. That's the whole path being the path of totality being cleared. Okay, that's the path of totality being cleared for the children of God, so we can feel joy and well-being. And the high vibrational frequency is the reason why people are going to be like, their demons are going to be coming out. Like, okay, let me give you a scenario. You're on a double date, right? A kind of a Kevin Hart scenario where, you know, your woman or your man is just pouring all over you with the love and affection, and then the other couple is like, really? You know, this is like obnoxious joy, you know what I mean? Because the duality energy is giving me downer energy, like, you know, bummer, kind of like, you know, kicking rocks, this sort of thing. Okay, this sort of thing. Kicking rocks, the duality, the opposites, the ability to gracefully flow with the everlasting movement among all opposites. This is phasing out the people who can't gracefully flow with the everlasting movement among all opposites. They don't get it. They always attacking joy. It's phasing that out. Phasing things, structures, systems, policies that attack joy. Phasing that out. Phasing that out. Okay, so that's what I get out of that. Go deeper. Go deeper for the people on YouTube. Go deeper for the people on YouTube. Hold on. Okay, go deeper for the people on YouTube. In the duality, what's phasing out with this solar eclipse on April 8th. By the way, 1828. Meaningful. Meaningful. Okay? With that 8 energy too. Okay? Also, 1 represents knowledge, you know, or basic information, you know. 2, wisdom, love. You dig it? Sophistication of knowledge. Sophisticated knowledge is what I'm going to call wisdom. Okay? So we're going up a notch. You feel me? We're going up a notch to 2-8. So that's like a double infinity kind of thing. All right. I don't know what all that means, but that's what I'm getting so far. All right. Just put a thumbtack in those. Wham. Let's break it down. Pow. Profound realization of self. People about to realize how double-minded they were. You know, the Native Americans say you should not be two-hearted. You know, where you know you're supposed to do something and you don't do it, and then you argue with yourself about it. You're in conflict with yourself. You can't get anything done like that, and you certainly can't raise your vibe. You certainly can't feel any joy. You dig what I'm saying? This is the sensation that I'm getting here. People who are enemies of God on that side of the spectrum, they're going to be living in hell. I'll have you know. They're going to be living in hell, because that, what I just described with the two-heartedness, yeah, that's deep on me right now in a whole brand new way. It's hell. It's like your mind and your heart are not on the same page. You can't create like that. This the new rules. New rules, get your shit together. That's the new rules. You always had to have the mind and the heart aligned. And the Creator was letting it be duality, you know, letting it gracefully flow with the everlasting movement among all opposites. But the Creator has decided, no, you know what? I want one singular frequency here. 1, not 2. 1. That's interesting. This card has the 1, but this has the energy of the 1. It has the energy of the 2 here. I think that's meaningful. That's deep. But 2 is hitting different here. It's hitting different over here. Okay? So, all right. Profound realization of self is my point. They're going to realize, wow, you know, I'm out of sync. I'm over here, and blessings are over there. That's what they're going to be realizing. They're going to be realizing that God closed the gate on their ass. You know about the pearly gates? Why are they pearly? Because you got to be wise to get in them. That's what I'm going to go ahead and guess. I'm going to call it that. Okay? You got to be wise to get in those gates. That's why they pearly. Okay? And so here, these are people closed outside the pearly gates. This is us in the party. This is the haters hating from outside the party. And let me tell you something, they are going to be in hell. You know, like demonic spirits. You know what I mean? Demonic spirits, I mean, the rules are the rules. If they're being rude, they're being disrespectful. Just like anyone who doesn't respect your boundaries, you know? I don't mean in a play kind of way. I mean, like, really, like the devil. How he, you know, or when the ghost is throwing shit around the room. To me, that's wild disrespect. Anybody who does that is welcome to go. You dig what I'm saying? Any fucking body who does that. Hello, so I get the sensation that people will feel cursed is the sensation that I'm getting. Yeah. Cursed like a demonic entity. You know, I get the sensation also of not judging demonic entities. That's space station shit. I'm not completely sure why I'm getting that. Not judging demonic entities, because I feel like some of these people are at the beginning of becoming that thing. You know, and whatever that thing is, when it's doing its spirit thing, you know what I mean? When it's demonic, I feel like there's going to be some people at the beginning of that life path. Yeah. Yeah, that's ugly, isn't it? Okay, so, you know, so don't judge demons, because if that's true, if these people are at the beginning of the demonic path and that's what they're becoming, then it kind of could happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's too bad. That's too bad. But cursed. That's how they're going to feel, and I get the sensation that's what they're going to be. But not because God cursed them. I don't think God cursed these people. You know, God doesn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, God doesn't go around doing that, you know? So they curse themselves is what that's telling me. And that's why we we are having a profound realization of self. I did this to myself. That's what makes it hell. Because not only are you in this position, but you did it to yourself. You are outside the pearly gates. Now, that's something you don't want to be wrong about. And these people got to go through a whole age, or I don't know, you know, get ready to be destroyed in the incinerator. I don't know how that works. I know I don't want to know nothing about it in terms of personal experience. Okay, that's what I can say for sure. Moving on. I've been real talkative lately. I hope you're getting something out of it. I really do. They were delusional. Yeah, that's what they're going to see. I really thought I knew what the fuck was going on around here. I really thought I understood reality enough where I wouldn't have to be on this side of the pearly gate. You know, people take God as a game. You know what I'm saying? People take God as a mark. That's interesting, because that's going around. Okay? People take God as a motherfucking punk. They really do. You dig? And I don't know why. God has a reputation. You dig what I'm saying? But I guess they was all in Narnia about this shit, you know? Now they having a profound realization, realizing that they got themselves in this position, stuck outside like this. Stuck outside of what? The realm of joy. Yeah. Stuck outside of what? A high vibrational frequency. Stuck outside of what? Happiness and well-being. Right. That's a curse, y'all. That's a curse. These people are cursed. Wow. Talking about a mark. The Creator about to mark them. Wow. That's interesting. All right, going on. And here's the moon. Okay. Ooh, they made war secretly. And that's what's being phased out. All of this secret war. How much you want to bet they about to be revealed, exposed? Hello? For all of the questionable shit they was secretly doing. Okay? Thinking it was all good. Right? It's not all good. And it's over too. And it's over. We're phasing that out. We're tired of war. So that's interesting because I said the tetrad usually means war, and 9 times out of 10 there's going to be war. You know what I'm saying? But it's the phase out. It's the process of peace. You know, the process of peace is very warlike if you have an enemy, right? So the Creator's about to close the gate on these people. So I get that Narnia is a gate. It's a gateway. Soon as they realize, oh, I'm on the wrong side of the mirror, when they realize that, they're going to turn around and try to get through the mirror gate. Do you feel me? The gate's going to be closed. Right. And then they're going to be like, boom, profound realization of self. I'm the one that stepped through this motherfucker in the first place because I just thought I knew what the fuck I was doing so good. You know what I'm saying? Profound realization. And or if this is a holistic thing, like let's say inside of one person or one group of people, there's a same pageness that's going to be taking place. We about to be up on the same page with people. Okay? You're about to see things clearly as they are around here. No matter what your relationship is to that truth, everybody's about to see it. Okay? And then see where they're located because of the choices they previously made. It is the day of judgment. It must be marking the tribulation because look at the type of stuff. Seeing the root cause clearly. Exactly. Exactly. No more of this secret business. No more of that. Everything's coming out to the open. Guided by the Spirit. Now they were saying that in the priesthood video. The path is clear, guided by the Spirit, and that's what it's going to take to feel joy. If you want a clear path, you're going to have a high vibrational frequency, period, end of story. So these people with low vibrational frequencies, right, because the Egyptian ancestors said that heaven and hell is in the same location. It depends on how you've behaved. You know, how the atmosphere will respond to you when you get there. Do you feel me? You could be at the same place and for you it's hell. Right? So this is what it's shaping up to look like right here. Same planet, different dimension kind of thing. All right, fantastic. Go on. Facts, truth. Standing on business. The truth is going to be revealed. Truth is, so where this is taking place inside of an individual, things are going to start streamlining in your life. Things are going to start streamlining within your body. Things are going to start streamlining in life for you. Even there might be turmoil around. For you, you'll be feeling joy, and you should feel free to do exactly that here. With doing what thou wilt, doing what you and only you can do. You will be revealing the truth by being joyful. You will be revealing the truth, children of God, by being high vibrational. You'll be proving that in order to have the results that you're getting, you have to be what you're being. And people will then see and have a profound realization of self. And they will see all of the shadow work that they didn't do. So they're not going to have time to fuck with you. Is the sensation that I'm getting? They're going to be too busy. They're going to be too busy dealing with this new world that we're coming into here. Oh. Okay, no, sorry. I got to take that one. I need to recalibrate. Okay, so break down, ancestors, break down what it is, what it actually and really and truly is. Overall, what's the big picture on this solar eclipse? The big picture on this solar eclipse is as follows. Yes, I understand. Okay, so this in combination with the other card that I just put back gives me, okay, that gave me contrast, right? Duality, that gave me contrast. So trust is going to be something that people have to do. Now, you and I know we've been practicing, right? We've been practicing trusting God. Other people have never. They've never. And they also feel they're going to be feeling ashamed because they know they was shitting on God's whole principle system. So a lot of people are going to suffer and struggle, but it's going to be because of their ego. It's going to be because they can't let themselves be naked in front of God, because they feel ashamed. They feel unworthy to ask God for forgiveness. And that's legitimate for a lot of them. So they're not going to have a easy time trusting. Trust is not going to be something that they can provide. And also the safe haven. Everybody's going to want safe haven, coming forward in this new world. And these people are not going to be able to have safe haven. They're not going to be able to come to be safe with us. They're on the other side of the gate. Yep, cotton picking. You already did your cotton picking, so for you, this is success against all odds. For you, this is perseverance. Okay? For you, this is you're excused. You got the ancestors' approval. Here with this rainbow represents the ancestors' approval. It represents what you get after you do your work. So this being up under the mirror card right now for me is giving me shadow work. Because like I said, demons are going to be triggered. And if we understand what CERN is doing, CERN, for those of us who are spiritual and we've been doing our research, look to be opening up a gate for some negative entities to enter into this realm, right? And why they on the solar eclipse dick like that? Why they on the solar, excuse my language, but I'm just saying, why they on the solar eclipse nuts like that? Where you gonna run this machine during the solar eclipse? I just feel like that's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, and now they must be warming the machine up or doing some, testings or whatever to get ready for the big, we're trying to do this. I forget exactly why they said they're doing this. But anyhow, something about a portal, something about a gate. Anyhow, right when they're testing the machine, warming it up, doing whatever their preliminary shit is, there's an earthquake in New York City. Really? You dig what I'm saying? Because it's going down. CERN is underground. You know what it is. All right, so perseverance against all odds. They're about to change the dimension we living in, people. But it's all right because God is behind it all. We know that. Everybody's not going to understand that. Especially the people who work at CERN. They're not going to get it. They think they're in control. They ask on fall into Narnia, how much you want back? Hello? They have no idea what they're doing. How do you know you can't be in two dimensions and that doesn't create some sort of weird fucking shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. So, secrets of the deep. See what I'm saying? You got to know them. You got to know them in this new world. It's not a drill in this new world. That's what this is telling me. It's not a drill. It's survival of the wisest. And if you're not wise, you're going to die. It's plain and fucking simple. I know that sounds dramatic, but I feel that that's the math that I'm looking at here. Straight up. Straight up. Just like in this world, if your basic needs are not maintained, with certain type of regularity, you're going to die. That's facts. That's facts. So, same. Right? Okay. Abundant future. Bloodline legacy. Inheritance. I said the Mika inheriting the earth. Right. The people who was cotton picking in the last age, not necessarily literally, because of course, there's been a lot of changes here on the plantation, right? Since we first opened up the plantation, right? So I'm just saying all of that, all of that history is now being resolved and all of that energy is being returned to the sender. And when we're talking about returning to senders, we're not separating people based on race. Just to be clear. Okay? This is about hearts on scales. Hello? Right. So, you about to inherit the earth, children of God. And the way you will see this tangibly is through this dynamic of trust, knowing the secrets of the deep, understanding that you have persevered or to persevere. But I feel that the children of God have already persevered, and that's why this is the other side of the equation. Cotton picking, inheritance. You dig what I'm saying? So work, labor, putting in work. It doesn't have to be cotton picking, doesn't have to be slavery, reference. But it's about hard labor. Hard labor. Long, hard. Not the good kind. You know what I'm saying? And knowing these secrets of the deep regarding the trust and the safe haven of God, that's what's sliding you right into the pocket here with the abundant future. And really, I guess that the stuff that's being phased out and the stuff that's going away, or any kind of conflict energy, is really in response to all of these blessings you're receiving as the children of God. Sweet baby lamb. Okay? You worked hard for this destiny, to be joyful, to have feelings of happiness and well-being, and to be supported, by the universe, so that you can keep your frequency high. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how in physical life, you can't be in control of everything. You're not always able to control the circumstances. And so if you need a certain circumstance in order to feel joy, often, that's just too bad, so sad for you, right? Okay, so now it's going to flip. It's going to be too bad, so sad for your enemies. And then for you, things will conspire to support your high vibration. You know what I'm saying? Path is clear. Path is clear. Mutually beneficial conversation. Healing, helping. Being trustworthy, having integrity. These are the new rules. These are the new rules of the baby lambs. Also emotional healing, being around other humans and having a healing effect on each other. Like that's who's going to be prominently populating the planet in this new world. Okay? It's going to be new children of God coming out. There's going to be some new editions and new volumes of children of God coming out, look like here. This is global, people. Because here I have the lovers, and I have the bloodline legacy. Which for the universe is like, that's where it's at. The universe don't care about your little personal issues and, he's so sexy. The universe don't give a fuck about none of that, except where it leads to the upholding of the bloodline legacy. That's what the universe cares about. This right here. This priority one for the universe. Bloodline legacy. Critical, says the universe. Must protect the bloodline legacy, says the universe. Says the creator. Says the ancestors. Must protect. And so this energy right here, all this Narnia business, all of this abusing children and, hurting the kids and all of that business right there, we got to protect the kids from that. That's hurting the kids. They don't like when the kids get hurt. Okay? The ancestors don't like that. But it looked like the universe is, understandably with the solar eclipse, the universe said, that's just about enough of that bullshit. That's what the universe said. That's right. And you know what the universe say go in the third dimension. Hello? Anybody? Right. Okay. Just saying. Right. Because if the earth want to go over there in outer space, what the fuck we gonna do? Right. Exactly. Okay. So what the universe say go. Hello? And so that's when it's really getting to be 3D. When the universe start chiming in. Do you feel me? Okay. Um, the universe is, I would go with consciousness made concrete. That's what I would call the third dimension. Okay? Like a big old crystal. That's what I would call it. So, leap of faith. Yeah, good for you. Good for you. Both of these have doubt on them. Both of these energies have doubt. Okay? This is against all odds. Okay? So a lot of odds. This is successful and effective. Effective in the face of doubt. Right? So it doesn't look good. You feel me? But you worked at it. And you kept the faith, or you took a leap of faith. Okay? And then boom. The star. Achievement. This is achievement as well. But you worked for this. Same thing with the enemies of God. They worked for this. They achieved this. Being kept outside the gate and being outside the club. They achieved this. They worked hard for this. Okay, I get the sensation that the enemies of God, you know, like the people who show up in your life, whatever, the people we see in the world who are not supporting the Creator, they're not going to know the secrets. Or they didn't know the secrets, because I don't know if it's current or not, but something, they don't have the secret. They don't have the source. You know, they ain't got the source. I think we might, the people who are like stragglers, who don't already have their self, because I feel like the people who know are largely staff, you know, in our spiritual building, so to speak. But then there's a bunch of people who are stragglers. You know, they're not evil, you know, but they don't really know. They haven't been given their purpose. Those are the people who we got to drive around and pick up with the pet whale. Those are the people we got to drive around. Like Jonah, that's Jonah's ride. Classic. Classic right there. That's a classic. Okay? The pet whale? Absolutely. That's a classic. That's Jonah's old ride. He's giving it to the kids. Okay? Absolutely. He's like, there you go, kids. Have a great time. Okay, so we got to ride around and get the stragglers who didn't have the good fortune to come into the secrets of the deep. So we got to go get them. You know, because number one, we need an army. That's number one. Right? Any great nation needs a military. Right? So we're building a new world. Let's assemble. Right? Let's assemble a military. And my theory really, side note, my theory is that people who are being haunted, I'm about to start helping these people. I am. I know already. Okay, whatever you're thinking. I know what you're saying. But I'm about to help these people. I am. And my theory is this. This is the recruitment drive. Yeah, I think I'm going to go into recruiting. Yeah, I haven't been really into that, but I think I'm going to do that. Because we need an army. So the people who are being haunted are perfect for drafting into the army. Right? Because they'll be right in the mood they need to be in to change their life. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow. I get the sensation there's going to be an uptick in paranormal activity. Especially after this solar eclipse and CERN. Because since they built CERN, shit has been wacky. I'm just saying, y'all. Shit's been fucking wacky. Since they started running that fucking machine. Okay. People are going to be mad. Because the children of God are getting together. Divine counterparts are getting together. Because the universe said, above all, the bloodline legacy is to endure. That's what we do here, says the universe. And we go on and on and on. Okay? Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to Aaliyah. Okay? Shout out to Aaliyah. Yeah, they said it goes on and on and on. God's love is 1 in a million. 1 in a trillion. And it goes on and on and on. And that's what we do here, says the universe. The universe is like on a mission right now. I feel that the universe is pushing forward, is pushing ahead, is pushing shit out of the way, is pushing shit together. You know what I'm saying? It's just pushing things around. And that's what the universe does. People are going to be mad about this, is my point. They're going to be mad that the universe is pushing shit around, pushing them around for you, children of God. People who chose God. Or the mystery called God, whatever whatever name you call it. If you're new here, we don't be worried about shit like that. You know what we're talking about. Baby's mamas, that's no longer in the fold for you lovers on the lovers floor. Somebody I was watching one of my readers this past week, and she said something deep. She was saying, okay, forgot. Okay, sorry, got distracted. But anyhow, oh yeah, that they're going to be mad. Okay, so she was like, imagine if you're in a relationship with somebody, right? You don't have to be pure evil, but you're in a relationship with somebody, they break up with you, meet the love of their life the next day, and go on to have a fantastic future together. Like, that's gonna, like, even if, there's nobody evil or anything, that's kind of like, whoa, wow, really, God? You know what I'm saying? So that it's gonna be like that, y'all. It's gonna be like that, y'all. Okay? Abso-fucking-lutely. People are gonna be watching you with your lover, obnoxiously happy. Obnoxious. I'm telling you, y'all gonna be obnoxious. Okay? Somebody's gonna be mad. Either there's gonna be a lot of mad women. A lot of women are gonna be mad. I get the sensation. If you're a guy and this is in your life, this could be baby mamas of the past. This could be, this could be former relationships or women who wanted to be your baby mama, or you're with the baby mama and then you're not with them, like whatever the divine configuration is for you, you'll be in it. Okay, that's what's happening. That's what's moving. The universe is pushing you in both in that direction. If this is a couple situation, there's going to be a lot of mad people, and some of it is going to be legitimate in terms of, well, why you couldn't do that with me? But the circumstances are just different. This is just my soulmate, or this is just that was the past age, and we grew away from each other, and this is what it is now. I'm aligned with this one. You know what I mean? I don't know what the deal is for you, but whatever it is, these people might feel a sense of legitimate anger, and they might have a good point. Like, damn, that's fucked up. You got with somebody like the day after you left me? Really? You know what I'm saying? Okay. But if it's your soulmate, you can't have, like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? You didn't plan this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that, in the sense of people are going to have to watch you here, and it's going to feel like cotton picking in the slavery heat. I mean, but you and I know that's nothing you can't do. We've done it. Hello? Not that we wish it on people, but, you'll survive. If you bout that life. You dig what I'm saying? You about that surviving life. You'll survive. You dig it? Because what choice do you have? Survive or die, bitch. You dig what I'm saying? So somebody is going to be mad. They're going to be but it's because they didn't do their shadow work. You know what I'm saying? Got to do your shadow work. It's nothing. You see what I'm saying? Because whoever's mad at these lovers, let's say, for being aligned properly with one another and being so joyful. Whoever's mad, it's because they didn't do the work to find who they align with. That's why they having this experience instead of this happy experience. If you was busy doing your shadow work, you be with your man or your woman right now instead of mad at me. Right. Absolutely. You dig what I'm saying? Absolutely. Try to tell these people, if this is any indication, because healing conversation, mutual exchange, and using words to remove obstacles. Emotional connection. Secrets of the deep. Try to tell these people. You dig what I'm saying? Okay. So, I'm going to leave it here. All right. I hope you got something out of that. All right. For the rest of us, we going to Patreon. All right. Please join us on Patreon. If you're not, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell on your way out. Pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdom over at Amazon. Make sure you're out here discriminating wisely. I'll see you again here soon, party people behind the black veil.